I got early access to Marvel Rivals Season 4.5, so in this video we're just going to be looking at everything that's new, look at the new skins, some of the changes, looking at Daredevil real quick. Then later on in the week, probably around the 11th, maybe the 10th, we're going to have a Daredevil masterclass or guide coming out, so definitely check that out once it's out. But let's just dive straight into Season 4.5 early. Check out what we got. We have the Jade Scrolls of Kunlun. If I mispronounced that, I'm sorry. So it looks like when we purchase it, I'll go ahead and purchase premium because we have unlimited coins. Or whatever. Maybe I don't. I do. But so we get a spray, Eternal Darkness. We have coming soon. We have Spider-Man emotes. We then have a spray, some emotes, the black and gold Spider-Man skin, which is actually kind of fire. I really like it. Another spray. Another spray. Player card. I'm probably going to be using this player card. This might be my default one for now on. It's pretty fire. With Absolute Cinema. Psylocke. Another spray coming soon. Storm. Player card. Storm or emotes. Storm skin. Pretty sick. Psylocke emotes. Then the Psylocke skin. I like the skin. Pretty solid skin, honestly. You can check out all these skins in a second. In game. Pretty dope though. Pretty dope. Okay. What else do we got? No new battle pass. No new events. Heroes. We got Daredevil. Fire. So he is a 3-star difficulty Matt Murdock. Cosmetics, we got the Devil 2099 skin. We have the recolor, or the reshade. Pretty dope. MVP. Sensing. Pretty solid. 2099 skin. Pretty solid MVP. Emotes, default, twirling, tactician, sprays, emojis, abilities. We have Justice Jab, Righteous Cross, Let the Devil Out, Devil's Latch, Infernal Fury, Sonic Pursuit, Objection, Radar Sense, and Blind Ascent, as well as Blind Verdict. So we have 2 passive to his kit. So we have Cling to Walls and Spring Often to Reposition. Then we have Radar Sense, detect enemy movements within a set radius. So if they're running around, pretty cool. If we look at proficiency, we go to rewards. We have the spray, knockout, next knockout, third knockout for Centurion, pretty solid. And then this is actually pretty fire for the Lord icon. This character is pretty sick, to be fair. For team-ups, what are our new team-ups? We have the Bestial Hunt, and then we have the Deep Wrath team-up ability. Now, I'm very curious to how they're going to be doing this. Oh, we also have the Hulk skin. Forgot about this. Pretty solid skin, if I do say so myself. Monster Hulk is pretty good too. This is a funny skin. I mean, it's glad that Hulk is getting a new skin because he hasn't gotten one in a little while. It's pretty solid. All pretty good. Then we have the Devil 29, like we talked about. Our hot skins. I don't think there's anything else here, really. I do know that they are changing, I think it's settings? No, other. You could change the theme background. I'm not sure where you do that at exactly. But you can change. Oh, here we go. Background settings. Of course, I would go all the way to Season 0, honestly. Relive old memories, in my opinion. then let's actually head to the practice range and look at some of the new tweaks, the new changes that we have. My sensitivity is probably also going to be jacked up, per usual. Yep. Two raw input, of course. Let's go ahead and actually check him out. So, Daredevil. So everything is, darker. So his primary attack is different from his quick melee. So I'm holding left click here, and you can see the batons have the after image. And when I hold V, my quick melee, it's different. So there is two different melees. So it looks like you can do left click into V to try to do more damage, kind of burst it down. Let's go ahead and look at his abilities. So you have Justice Jab, where you swing Billy Clubs forward and gain Fury on hit. Cross Billy Clubs and surge forward, gain Fury on hit as well. So this is a left click. So what is Fury? Does it tell me? Nope. So Fury has to be the three things at the bottom that you use it. So Shift Devil's Latch. Fire a grappling line that reels Daredevil and his target forward toward each other on completion, gain Fury, and temporarily enables Righteous Cross. So that's the left click. So let's try it. Okay, so when you use an ability... Okay, so when you use an ability on your E... Okay, I understand. So you use an ability on your E, it takes 2 Fury Charge, which is at the bottom of your screen. So I build up the Fury Charge, then I could press E one time, because it's using 2. And I could choose either Devil's Chain or Devil's Throw. So Devil's Chain... If it tells me, Devil's Chain converts damage dealt into bonus health, where Devil Throw slows hit targets and both temporarily enables Righteous Cross. So a big thing about this character has to be his E and this maintaining the Fury. So if we do Devil's Chain, see, I can go up to him. I can also press it again. So pretty cool. And you're always trying to maintain your Fury, so you're always going to be having to punch people. So the one thing I'm interested in is Sonic Pursuit, where you lock onto a target, gaining increased speed and damage reduction when attacked. While in range, words are hard, you dash to the target, blinding them and restoring Fury. So, I press F, and I can dash right away, and it blinds them, which is pretty cool. Then we have Objection, which is the right click, whirl Billy Clubs in a tight guard to block frontal damage and reflect projectiles, becoming immune to all incoming harm during this stance and gain Fury. So you have 2 seconds, if I saw that right. 2 seconds, yep, 2 seconds of basically immunity. Are you CC immune? I need to check. You are not immune to crowd control effects because your health bar does not go golden if we're going by that. That's pretty good. He does have wall climb, which is pretty cool. Yep. Pretty cool character. What else do we have? And then detect enemy movements within a set radius. So if they're standing still, do I still see them? Like, hold on, let me see. So they just have to be standing still, so you can see anything. And I can Sonic Pursuit through the wall, then I can immediately dash onto them. Then I would probably... So my shift... Okay. My shift has a 10-second cooldown. For a second, it didn't reset for whatever reason. So that's the Devil's Latch, what I talked about. Okay. So if I latch to him... This character is going to be very combo-driven. I can already see it. He gains a ton of extra bonus HP. He has a base health of 325, which is pretty crazy in my opinion. This character definitely seems fun. Definitely takes a lot getting used to. He seems like he does pretty good damage in my opinion. So let's see. So he does blind and AoE. I can't tell. So let me just... Embrace the Beast Within. So his ultimate, let the devil out. Embrace the Beast Within. Enemies in Daredevil's line of sight take damage and suffer a ramping blind effect. Continually gain Fury while active. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, the character is pretty solid. He definitely seems a very interesting character. He brings a lot of uniqueness. So his team up anchor is 25 max health and plus 5% damage boost, which is always cool. And I like that they have in parentheses is that season bonuses are always in effect, even without active team ups. It used to not say this. I could be completely lying. It might say this. I don't really remember. But I don't think it said that. I could be lying, like I said. But regardless, it says it now. If it does, maybe I just noticed it now. Pretty cool. So the dash, that the F, is pretty cool. So it locks onto a target. How far can I lock and dash from? So if I reset my cooldown, I go, let's say, pursuit to him. If I just peek like this, I can't F. Okay, so it has to be probably 15 meters, maybe? Just double check this. Can I grapple to the ground? I can grapple to the ground. That's great. Let me see. 20 meters. Sonic Pursuit. Okay, so 19 meters I can dash to somebody, which is pretty far to be fair. Like, and it goes directly to said target. So that is pretty good in my opinion, especially when you have that specific target. So essentially you could dash and then immediately do something like that. This character is definitely going to get a lot of getting used to, and I think is going to be a very skill-heavy character. Super high skill ceiling with this character, in my opinion. There's a lot to understand with this character. So that is something to kind of keep in mind. Because you're always going to have uptime with your Fury. So you're always going to have to be in the back line, punching the enemies, or being a frontline bruiser. Because he has a little bit more HP, I feel that his playstyle is going to be similar to that of Iron Fist, mainly due to the fact that he's just kind of in your face punching you. So that's how I kind of see him. And from what I get is that when you're doing your left click, you want to also quick melee. It seems like the attacks are faster. Let's see. If I hold a left click, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. But if I weave quick melees, it might be the same time, maybe just a tad bit faster, but you get the idea. Pretty cool character design regardless. Now, the thing I'm very curious about is the Namor team up with Hela. So if I bring up Hela, if it lets me, if I bring up Hela, I try out the team up. Okay, so it does just spawn the squids. And depending on who gets the elim for the squid, determines like who it does damage for. And what I mean by that is like if Hela shoots an enemy that blows up and she spawns a squid, it's going to be giving her the kill potential, the kill credit. But if I do it myself, then I get the damage and do them. It only lasts a little bit, maybe. So, title Dirge, however you pronounce it. Hela channels energy of the undead to empower Namor. When Namor strikes with his trident, a spectral water column erupts at the target area. Enemies hit are slow and suffer reduced healing. Whenever Hela or Namor assists in a knockout, an invulnerable undead monster spawns at the fallen enemy's position. Okay. How much damage does this do? I'm very curious about this. So Daredevil has 325 HP. Probably the center of the thing is going to do a lot more damage than the outer ring. I mean, it doesn't do too much damage. I think the biggest thing is that it applies a slow. So you're going to want to directly hit people with it. It seems like to do the most amount of damage. I mean, it's cool. So if you were to get him into a Brute ult, which you could do instead of a damage boost with Luna or a Rocket, just do that, right? I guess that would be the combo if you're playing with a Hela, but running a Hela Namor seems kind of interesting because they kind of do the same thing in a certain way. Not necessarily 100% the same, but similar. The combo, again, it's probably going to be this C directly into a whale, something like that. You could even bind them together if you wanted to, probably. But, yeah, I mean, pretty cool team up. Now, I'm curious about who is the other one I'm curious about? Daredevil. The Daredevil team up. Where is the Daredevil team up? So if I press C, what happens? So team up. Daredevil shows the location of his Sonic Pursuit target with the Punisher at the same time. The Punisher can launch a Devil-infused shot grenade to damage and blind enemies. Pretty cool. So whoever the Daredevil locks onto, we can also lock onto as Punisher, essentially. Which is a pretty cool team up, in my opinion. I'll have to test that out later when we get some more footage. But for the most part, that's relatively all of the changes. I do want to check out one more thing, and that is the Venom change, which I'm a little hesitant about. I think it's going to... Yeah. Huh. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because it's going to be doing a lot, in my opinion. I mean, it's definitely a very significant change to Venom. I do also want to check out the Human Torch, see how much damage he does. So Torch is a lot slower in the air. He definitely is. Four shots, if that's right. 1, 2, 3. 3 shots still. I think he's about the same, honestly. If I actually knew how to hit my shots. He kind of feels the same. Like, yes, the changes are there. They are significant. I will say the movement is definitely slower. It's a little heavier. But honestly, the damage feels okay from testing it or trying it right now. It doesn't feel horrible. The damage change is definitely there. But I don't think it's going to be super massive. I'll have to test a little bit more, but from first glance, it seems about the same, but maybe just a little bit less damage. It's not the end of the world for Torch. I think Phoenix. Lovely. This is what we want. I can no longer Beyblade, thank God. But the character still does 1 billion damage, so it doesn't really matter. I think getting rid of the Beyblade on Phoenix was very good by Bethesda. I think that was a very good change. However, the character is still extremely strong. You didn't really pick... I mean, you picked the character because the character was insanely strong with the Beyblade. You removed the Beyblade, the character is still extremely strong, mainly due to the fact that her damage is still insane. She's more played like a Hela, like how she's supposed to be played, rather than just running into the enemy team, so you're not going to be getting her ultimate like 24/7. But that doesn't change the fact she does 1 billion damage, and her ultimate does insane as well. Now, I want to see the Hela change at first glance. So what did they do again? So shift, I get 275 HP. That's fine. I don't like the change. I don't think we should nerf Hela anymore. The character's already as strong as she should be. I think all snipers in games like these should not have any type of stun, because they are so good. At least that's my hot take. What else did they change? I think that some of the major changes. I do want to check Iron Fist if I went to Groot. He does more percentage damage now, which is definitely noticeable. He definitely feels a lot better, so that's good. I'm not sure. I don't like this change made to Ultron. I understand why they changed Ultron. It makes sense. I think the better way to nerf this character is keeping his ultimate charge up. Like, I'm glad they nerfed that. Like, it should take more to get his ult charge. But I do not think the reason why Ultron was so strong was because of his healing. I think the character as a strategist and the support role in quotations shouldn't do as much damage as he does, because he doesn't have relatively any fall off with his his primary attack, as you can see. They didn't change the damage output of his ultimate or the healing output. I know the healing output doesn't matter. The character is still very good. He just does less healing now, which again, the character is strong because of his damage, not because of his healing. So I mean, it definitely is going to be significant because he's going to be getting his ult a little bit slower now because he doesn't get all of that healing. But again, you're still going to be taking him 4 damage mainly, which I think is a little bit flawed. But that's besides the point, in my opinion. So, Psylocke. Oh! Wait. I don't like that. That hurts. I want to see her ult though. That's pretty cool. It's like a race car. So her ultimate, it definitely goes a lot faster. This is very significant. I feel that a lot. But yeah, I mean, all the changes are pretty cool. Let's see Blade. I mean, Blade still feels the same for the most part. Like, yes, it's all significant buffs to him, but it does feel a lot better. They did some other buffs, not too crazy buffs to some of the other characters. The biggest ones that we highlighted were the Phoenix and definitely the Human Torch. Besides that, there were some changes to Angela, nothing crazy. We saw the Venom. I mean, all pretty good. I mean, this is just a first glance. Like I said, we'll be looking at everything else later in later videos. But let me know what you think of what you saw right now about the changes coming to Season 4.5 in the comments down below. But regardless, I hope you have a great and safe day, and I'll catch you in the next one.